Euros. Euros, euros, euros. Oh, no bonnet on. Where is he? Just about to get on the M1. Not moving very fast. We've made it. This time, trouble free, which is nice. Oh, get in there now. Get set up. I'm gonna have to jack it up later on this afternoon. Swap the rear shocks, swap the rear wheels, drain the fuel out, put the 85 in, swap the tune, and we're ready for test day. Oh, starting to feel that on the back, I'll be honest with you. I'm tired as well, I could do with a nap. I must be getting old. Went through some rain on the way down here, but it's pretty sound, to be fair. We stopped at Watford Gap, and then we've just come all the way here from Watford Gap. We normally stop at the Shell on the A45, but we didn't bother today. We just came straight past. So yeah, see what happens. So test day, I'm gonna up the launch RPM a little bit, only a little bit to begin with for the first pass, and just see if it'll take it. I might tighten the shocks one more flat, yeah, and see what happens on the first one. I'll leave the boost curve where it is from the 8.0s at the last meeting, and just see if the launch is enough to just bring the 60 foot down a bit, if it goes, and just dip us in the 7s, and then I can play with the boost curve from there. Anyway, let's get in. And that's it, she's ready. That's other than changing the fuel. That's what's entailed in getting it from street to track.
It looks so much nicer with the black rings on. Keep the black rings, Rob, they look so much nicer. I was just saying to Chris, mine turned up last week.
What, just the rings?
No, new wheels.
Oh, new wheels?
I'm going to keep the others for potential slips.
Yeah.
Got the rear window, corners.
Well, the problem is if you've got big tubs, it'll lie down too far.
Yeah.
Whereas when I had smaller tubs, I just put it black and line them all the way.
Front.
Yeah.
Got my wiper. There's got new wipers. Got all this trim. And I've got the.
Well, if you've got the full wiper system.
And I've got the, not the system, I've got the wiper arms.
Yeah, but what you should do is just what I did, put the NGB wiper in.
Right.
Go straight on.
Okay. I used Range Rover headlamp wipers.
Yeah, what I did before.
Yeah, they were fine. They don't kind of work. And I've got new badges.
Yeah.
I can't believe I got that full.
Yeah, see, yeah.
So to there, it was burn, black, but it got the black off. It was brass. It actually looked like brass.
So yeah, other than just draining the fuel out now, pumping some E85 in the tank, and just clicking the screen on the ECU to swap the map, that's it. Didn't really need that. That's literally it. I'll check tyre pressures tomorrow, and we're good for the test day if we get a test day, because it's give out rain all day. Looking at the forecast, so fingers crossed. I mean, like I say, I wanted to turn the launch up and just see if we can get down. I've just made a note of where the shocks were at and made sure they were equal, and yeah, I have gone one flat tighter on the extension on the shocks, just because I am going to hit it a bit harder tomorrow. I don't want it topping it out, but that's if we get it tomorrow. Racing tomorrow, that is. Right. So a bit of a scrappy run. Track wasn't great, it's been pissing down all day. We forgot to clean out the drip tray under the engine. I'm obviously driving through puddles through the pits going down there. It's caught some water in there and put the track down, but the track shut anyway after us, so it wasn't end of the world, but still something we didn't really want happening, but it happened. Back pressure wise, you can see TPS, the orange one there. Bit of a scrap, it blew the tyre away instantly. He got back on it out the back door, made £24 a boost, and if you can see that little green dot, that's back pressure, and that was at 24 psi. .2 psi. So at £24 a boost, we are really good on back pressure. So that's good. Yeah, you can try to drop half a pound on the back tyres tomorrow, turn the launch back down, Probably for the first one I'll leave the boost curve as it is, because it seemed to have just spun the tyre instantly. So I don't think it was the boost curve that spun the tyre, it was just probably launch RPM. But that's what test days are for, we've got to try new things, otherwise we don't know. Could have been a combination of things, track not that good, or it was just plain and simple too much. But I'll take a bit out of it for tomorrow and we'll go again. We've just done an oil change, spark plug change, cleaned the drip tray out because it's full of water from driving down here, and then obviously the puddles from in here, and a couple of little oil drips, but to be expected with a big block. So we're just going to fire it up now. Make sure everything's okay.
Oil. Washing up. Oil. You lot must eat so much.
Try and say about my waistline. We're down here for Q1 after another on and off rainy day, and I've turned the launch back down. Made a slight shock adjustment and we've gone down £1 on the back tyres. So we'll see what that does. Here we go, Q1.
Victoria goes 765 at 194.
My name is Jeff.
Eliminator into the Paralator. At least 1350 to make sure he qualifies. 1240. What a pair this is, yeah. Blimey. This could well be your final any given weekend. It might even be this weekend. The winner of Dunk Jack, Mark Sheridan running personal best off. Everything came together, everything. Earlier on today, these two went 7:45. Joe in the other lane is currently the number one qualifier. Perfectly. Alright, football Stanley and Rob Carter, Rob, the points leader. Is there a Morris Minor down there? I can hear a noise and see some smoke. Yeah, there is. It's like a fire in the tyre. Yeah, sorry, is that? there is a purge of nitrous all over football Stanley. So what's the is he been in the eights? Yes. Yeah, it's an 8 second car. That's awesome. It's a great car. Really, really good car. Up against Percy, that's Rob Carter, who is currently number 7 with an 824. That is a 7-second capable car all day long. Twin turbo one of the two. Okay, Nigel Mayo. Against Michael D'Souza. So Michael D'Souza went into the 9s earlier. Is that really was made just tired? Yeah. So what's the other option before? Yes, yeah. So what's the, is it tired? Is that the difference? Not 100% certain, but yeah, the wheels and tyres were loaded from Graham Smith. Yeah. And it was totally transformed. Yeah, there's two 962s he's running. So we found the weak spot in the engine, basically. With those lights, yes. Yeah, obviously things, some things stronger. And expensive. James Buckley.
Just warming it up for Q2. Not made any changes to the launch from yesterday, just the very top of the boost curve just before it rolls over. I picked it up a few numbers. Boost out the back door's the same, everything else is the same. Tyres are at £17, we come down £1 and I took two sweeps of extension off, so I loosened them up 2 yesterday and it seemed to like it went down, so 795 yesterday with pretty decent headwind. I think we've got a crosswind slash headwind this morning as well. Don't really know how strong it is. You can see Mark's flag there. So yeah, I don't know, maybe another 7 if it goes. Like I say, I've picked the boost curve up a little bit on the back half of it, so we'll see what happens. If it gets off alright and it does what it did yesterday but with the extra boost in it, well, a bit more on the back of the ramp, it might go a bit faster to the 8th, which would result in a bit faster to the quarter. Fingers crossed for a 780, but with the headwind I'm not sure with what's in it. Time will tell. I think we're 2 classes away from getting called, something like that, so we'll see what we do, see how we get on.
It's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't. If you say that, you might know me. No, you lying, you don't know me. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't. If you say that, you might know me. You know you don't know me. That's facts. Spent a bag on the whip, parked in valet. Just took another trip, skipped a drive, called my pilot, then jet down to LA. Yeah. Tell me, who you know like this? Let the beat bang, turned off the light switch. I was in the VIP and met a spicy mamacita. Took her ass straight to Costa Rica. Yeah. It's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't. If you say that, you might know me. No, you lying, you don't know me. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't. If you say that, you might know me. You know you don't know me. Step back, homie, don't let this freezer go dripping. Cause these jewels might mess around and flood the whole kitchen. Took a bit to get it, was on a mission. And now it's platinum plaques, back to back. I spent a couple mil, you spent a whole rack. Bought the block just to give it back. Remember I was moving rocks, now I spit crack. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't. If you say that, you might know me. It's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't. If you say that, you might know me. You know you don't know me. That's fast. I'm too cold for you. Diamond straight out of
Oh, he's double bolting. Look where we're at on the board.
So good luck to both of them. They've been in the car some time now.
Number 6.
Distracted as well.
If we could keep number 6, that puts us with number 14. Who is number 14? Ash in the minute. That'll put us with Ash. We might go faster yet, but we ain't going to go a 750. So I think we're going to keep number 6, potentially. How mad's that though? Top 6, all 7s. That was actually a mile an hour PB.
So,
solid rock removed. Christian shoves that at the back of the Links landscape.
We'll see what we can do this next one. We're out about 3:30. It's now about 2 o'clock, I think. Running pro classes.
My name is Jeff.
So short time out then to see that show.
Badass. So everyone was ready. We were probably about 35-40 minutes past schedule when we should have been called for what would have been Q4 but our Q3 because we missed Q2, and we got bumped until tomorrow morning at 9:30. So it's going to be a cold track. Everyone's got tunes in thinking we're going to be out, and everyone turned it up. Everyone would have made strong passes, but yeah.
Here we go. Just been called, not bumped this time. We thought we were going to get bumped, but we've just been called. So we're going down again. I've took 50 RPM out the launch from this morning because it just blew the tyre away. Fingers crossed the track's mega and we can get down. Told him hit the scramble button. I've got £3 on the scramble. Told him get to the 8th if it's a strong pass, hit the scramble. Busy here today now. It's rammed. Oh, we got Ash coming down as well. Hopefully Ash gets a good pass in this time. Leonardo from Fuel Tech's been on. He's got a map from the States. Fingers crossed for him. Get it! Well done, mate. first stop on the Street Eliminator cruise. Hey, hey! Everyone's made it so far, I think. Davey's here. Got to put some fuel in now and then carry on. Here we go. We've made it to B&M. From here we'll be going back to Pod. We've had Hazel Carter, I think she lost the front left wheel on the first bit of the dual carriageway. Seen them pulled over on the side of the road, and as I looked back it looked like a wheel was off and they were walking back up the hard shoulder sort of thing. So yeah, I think she's lost the wheel. Rob's here. Rob did stop with her, but Rob's turned up, and Gemma's just said Davey's put himself out because the car was getting too warm, so he's going straight back to Pod. So whoever had Davey will have a buy, and it's looking like whoever had Hazel is going to get a buy. So interesting. A shame, big shame for them guys, but it does make it interesting for other people that would have had them. So yeah, battery's getting low on my phone, so I'll come back on when I'm driving back in Pod. Here we go, E1, third class out, we got a bye run. See what happens. Bit of a test pass really, I suppose you could call it. But we probably are going to meet Rob Carter in the second round. So that'll be tricky.
Look, Rob Slater in the 57 Chevy in the Slick Tricks lane, again set a PB speed yesterday over 177 miles an hour, back in the 7s, which is great to see. They've actually turned the car down a little bit, but the reason it's performing as well as it is because they're now running on E85 and they weren't before, so seeing the benefits of that.
What difference does it make? Just different octane means more power?
I thought you might ask me that, and the answer is just goes faster.
That's good.
An arrow straight run for Rob.
Yeah! 788 at 178. Another new personal best, I do believe.
Personal best on ET and speed for Rob, Chris and Trudy.
What a place to do it in front of the biggest crowd of the season. Michael D'Souza and Victoria. Yes, I ran 206 miles an hour. Smith.
Well, we're waiting for E2. We've got Rob Carter for PB 788 at 178. 2 mile an hour off 180 range. I'll give it some more at the top of the boost curve where it rolls over. Boost out the back is still the same, but he didn't grab the scramble button on that last run. So I've told him this time, if he's on it, grab the scramble, and it should go. It really should go a 770. Quite easily go a 770. It's over 180, so we'll see what happens. He's got Rob Carter, like I say, so it's a tall order because Rob's fast. I think he qualified with a 740. For E1, Rob went 777. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But the car's all good still. Only little changes made. The 60 foot was still down. It was a 130 60 foot, and it still went to 788. So I mean, we've been 127 60 foot. So it's just a case of keep pulling that boost curve back. Just keep making it a little bit steeper and getting the peak boost in just a little bit sooner each time, and that'll drop the ET all over. So I'll give it another 25 on the launch. So it's launching now at 3,375 on this next one. It was at 3,350. But the rear shocks were a bit worn out, so we're putting some AFCO big guns on it. They're again coming from the States, probably the same on the front as well. AFCO's up front, and maybe a 340 rear gear because it's on a 325. That'll give us some short track numbers there. We're getting to the Fuel Tech dual valve block for fuel injector valve block for boost control. We've got that on the way as well, and we're going to put some shock travel sensors on the rear, so I've got data on the laptop on data logs after a run, so I can see what the shocks are doing. I can see how much they're going up and how much they've got left. Yeah, so a lot to look forward to. But we'll see what happens at round 2. Right, we've just done round 2 against Rob Carter. Rob got us, he went to 755 to our 791. Went 178 mile an hour again. I could have turned it up. This part of the boost curve here, I could have given it more. You can see where the converter starts, and it's not as aggressively lumped as it was, because we've been adding power in this part of the boost curve. The last 2 runs we've been giving it a little bit more here, and it's been sticking. So I probably could have given it more here to level this out a bit. And it probably took more on the launch as well, but we're happy with what we've done this weekend. We can't complain. 788. We've done a string of 7s and then a PB at 788 at 178. You know, we're nearly at 180 mile an hour. Yeah, more than happy with what we've done. Hang on a sec.
Leonardo from Fuel Tech set up the fuel flow data for estimate horsepower. Check this out. Backside of the run. Backside of the run, 31 pound. 2313 horsepower, 1737 foot-pound of torque. That's crazy, boy. Big power. Oh, that's it, folks. Street wheels and tyres are back on. Pump fuel's in. Maps swapped over. Air filters back on. So you can make the 110, 120 mile drive back home. Now up the M1. We're almost nearly packed up. Just got to put gazebos down. Someone's just oiled down the track. There's still a couple of rounds of Street Eliminator to run yet, I think. And we're back again in 2 weeks for the national finals. But what a weekend, well, what a week we've had. We've been here for 5 days, been here since Tuesday, haven't we? Car's been pretty faultless, man. Ugh, you have to beat that out. Yeah, it's been faultless, can't complain at all. What a machine. Look at the wipers. Does that after every pass, you know. Don't like getting 180 mile an hour nearly. But yeah, what a week. String of 7-second passes, man. Like I said at the end of the last video, hopefully it'll be a consistent 7-second car when we come here, and I'd say it is. We've finally dialed it into the 7s. We're well chuffed with that. One more round left. Catch you on the next one.